It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Friday, October the 30th. I'm Michael Groff. Above average temperatures make a return to the valley for at least the next week or so, but our forecast is not without a couple of twists and turns that we will talk about here in just a moment. But before we do that, yes, it's Friday, so that means it's Photo Friday here, where we take a look at some of the photos and videos that you guys have submitted. And for the first time ever, we're going to go international here on Photo Friday. These shots come from Michael and Zane down in Brisbane, Australia on the Gold Coast. Now, our monsoon here in Arizona was a non-soon. It was very lacking, but Australia is hoping for a very active monsoon courtesy of the La Nina pattern, and they could really use it with the droughts and devastating bushfires that they've had there for the last few years. So hopefully we'll see a lot more of this down under. Thanks, guys, for sending those in. And then from a couple of weeks ago, Tyler was in southeast Texas as Hurricane Delta was churning toward the Louisiana coast. And even though the Galveston area was on the western flank of Delta, they still had their share of some big waves, some gusty winds, some squalls that came through the area. So once again, thanks to Tyler for sending that in. Some cool stuff there. And if you have a submission for Photo Friday, you can always do so. Send it into my email. It's groffshow@gmail.com. That's GROFF show@gmail.com for Photo Friday. And now as we bring it back home, let's take a look at the almanac from yesterday. 85 degrees, the afternoon high. 53 was the morning low. The normal high, 83. The normal low, 60. Outside now, here at 7:40 a.m., we've got mostly sunny sky out there, and we're sitting at 64 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 34, relative humidity 32%. The winds are light, and the barometer is rising. And it is considerably warmer across south central Arizona and here in Metro Phoenix this morning than we have been in recent days. Temperatures ranging from the mid-50s to the mid-60s for the most part. The upper air analysis this morning shows high pressure building back in across the southwest, and that's going to continue to warm us up. There is a weak, positively tilted short wave that's situated just to the west of us, extending from the Great Basin to just off the Southern California coast, and that will play at least a minor role in our weather in coming days. Here's the watch warning map. We've got some dense fog advisories up across the Dakotas, some high wind watches across sections of the Rockies, but really not much in the way of high impact events ongoing right now. Convective outlook for today, very quiet across the country, hardly any thunder to be found, maybe just a little bit across South Florida. And precipitation valid through next Friday morning from the WPC. They don't have any rain for us here in the valley and not much to speak of statewide, but I will tell you the forecast is just a little bit more complex than meets the eye. We'll take a look at it as we dive into modeling. Here we go, the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. High pressure sitting on top of us, a weak wave to the west. So down at the surface, mostly sunny skies and warmer, highs mid and upper 80s. Tonight, the sky is mostly clear, overnight lows in the upper 50s to middle 60s. And then tomorrow, some increase in high clouds around, but we should still at least be partly sunny with high temperatures in the upper 80s to near 90. Now, as we get to Sunday, we've got high pressure situated to the north and east of us, this weak low pressure to the west. So the flow in the lower levels of the atmosphere turns more easterly, kind of a downsloping or subsident flow, and that's going to warm us up quite a bit, despite the fact that we'll have a fair bit of mid and high level clouds around on Sunday. In fact, Sunday could turn out to be a mostly cloudy day, but even though we'll see a little bit less sun, the downsloping warming effect should actually propel temperatures even higher. We could be in the low or maybe even middle 90s. So that's going to be an interesting forecast challenge there, but we're going with a forecast range of 91 to 94 for Sunday. As we go to Monday, still plenty of mid and high level clouds around, partly sunny skies. Maybe temperatures back off a couple of degrees, but we'll still be in the upper 80s and low 90s, and that is above average. Now here we go to Monday night, and the forecast turns even more interesting and complex here. We've got this upper wave to the west that's beginning to shift into the region, and as it does, it starts to go negative tilt. And suddenly, this little wave is going to have some pretty decent dynamics with it, including forced ascent, some diffluent flow aloft. The one key ingredient that is missing, though, is moisture. Look at the precipitable water values Monday night. And these are a little higher than what we've seen on previous runs, but still only just above 3/4 of an inch across south central Arizona. So that's the one area that's lacking, because if we had the moisture with this, Such a setup would favor showers, thunderstorms, maybe even a few strong or severe storms. But given the lack of moisture, we'll still probably see enough forcing for at least some virga, some sprinkles, maybe even a couple of light showers across central and northwest Arizona as this moves on through. But there is still considerable uncertainty with this feature, and we probably won't have a better idea as to what's going on until we get to Sunday when we're in range of the CAMs, our convective allowing models, and that'll give us a better picture of the mesoscale features involved in this. So for now, for Monday night and Tuesday, we're going to keep the forecast dry, but just know that there will be plenty of clouds around, and there could be an isolated light shower, a sprinkle or two, anywhere from central to northwest Arizona. So highs on Tuesday should still be on the mild side. I expect we're going to get into the mid and upper 80s at least, maybe even touch 90 depending on how much sun we get out of this. All right, now for the rest of the week going forward, looks like we'll dry out, the clouds clear out, and high temperatures will be a degree either side of 90 for both Wednesday and Thursday. Then here's a week from today. This is Friday, the 6th of November. We've got another shortwave trough developing over the Pacific Northwest, baggy troughing beginning to come in here. High temperatures would start to head down if this is right. We'd still probably be around 80 to 84. And as we look out 10 days, this is Sunday, the 8th of November. A trough out here in the west. Cooler temperatures would return if that verifies, and maybe a little bit of unsettled weather as well. And I read all of your comments, and yesterday I got an email about this topic as well, and people are saying, is there any sign that we could see a more significant change in the weather pattern, maybe a good rain event here? So just for the heck of it, let's go way out there into fantasy land, 336 hours into the future. This is Thursday night, the 12th of November, and take a look at that bowling ball low that is just situated off the Southern California coast. And if by chance, and I would say it's a long shot, but if this should come to fruition, yes, that would lead to windy conditions, much cooler temperatures, showers, thunderstorms, maybe some mountain snow. And yeah, that would be a big change in the weather pattern. Also, you'll note there the GFS has a tropical cyclone over the Yucatan. But again, I have to stress to you, this is fantasy land. This is likely to change between now and then. Just something to take a look at. All right, let's take a look at rainfall off of the European ensemble. And beyond 10 days, there certainly are a number of members that start to introduce some precipitation around here. But the ensemble mean is still only around a 10th or 1200ths of an inch or so. We'll see, though, how the pattern evolves here after about a week or so. And temperatures off the national blend of models, keeping it above average for a while. Highs, 80s, maybe even getting into the low 90s, overnight lows mostly in the 60s. But that downtrend out there toward about 10 days or so is still possible. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here on Monday morning. Of course, updates before that if necessary. If you enjoy these videos, and even if you don't, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever a brand new video is posted, you'll get the notice. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. Thanks so much for watching. It is always appreciated. You guys be safe out there. Have yourselves a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.